Now this farce can finally come to an end. Once we return to the time sector where we met Sarvis for the second time, we'll learn the divine words to stop a 10. What are you waiting for, Time Machine? Activate your magical time travel ability, all right? There's no point in thinking about that now. This world has seen its fair share of ancient mysteries that have been passed down to the present, only to be used by people with ill intentions. Even if someone is trying to activate a 10, we now know how to deactivate it. That's all that matters.
Besides us, the only ones who know the secrets of anomalies and might intend to use them are Nemesis. Ere, you said you ran into them during your retrieval of R10, right?
Exactly. That's why I was wary of Seer.
All deeds have consequences. All debts must be paid.
That's their motto. How can I give you a brief explanation? To put it simply, here's the perfect example. Do you think something like a 10 should be known to the world? These artifacts possess the power of easily obliterating an entire civilization. You've witnessed the destruction of Akhenaton and the war between Japheth and Obed. It merely revealed a fraction of its existence, and that was enough to change the course of the world. Countless people were frantically seeking it, whether it was for immortality, overthrowing another dynasty, or simply catching a glimpse of its eternal glory. Even in this era, where human intelligence supposedly reigns supreme, we no longer worship the god of the sun. Do you think a nuclear fusion reactor should be revealed to the people of this era? Will it bring about an energy revolution, or just another war? Humans of every era believe their intelligence to be superior, yet they fall prey to the same mistakes time and time again. The power of the unknown is a sweet poison. Now you're well aware of that, right? That's why we've decided to hide its existence from the world.
To safeguard them from any intrusion or exploitation. Let it fade away until its very existence falls into oblivion. That's the philosophy of us Emaon and the philosophy of CAVE. Emaon is merely the secret society watching over Obed. There are other organizations that share our ideals. For example, Florentine in Japheth, Weisha in Xi'an, and Delphic Oracle in Delphi. Well, we don't have time to delve into all this now. Once we leave here, you'll be formally introduced to the rest of the Alliance as the new director of Emaon, and you'll learn who they are for yourself.
Speaking of that, we need to mention another group of people. Not everyone shares the same attitude on such matters. There's another group. Well, they're not all a bunch of bad guys, but their philosophy differs from ours. While some people want to stow away unknown power, others want to exploit it. Nemesis belongs to the latter. They see it as something that can propel human civilization forward by hundreds of years, if thoroughly studied, and they see no reason to set it aside instead of utilizing it. As for how such actions may affect a society, they don't care at all. You're really picking up information faster now.
With the Library of Babel open, we Emaon have no means of stopping outsiders from invading the tower. However, if they were really to do that, they would just end up lost in an infinite ocean of information. If only the future version of you had provided us with more information.
Oh, what? Blaming me again?
No, I have no intention of blaming you. You're smarter and more cautious than anyone else. It wasn't your style to deliver such an ambiguous message.
You're giving me too much credit. Indeed. The journey with you is full of surprises at every turn. Well, this trip is definitely not boring. Quit lazing around. Let's get moving. Don't you ever wonder how two groups of the same people can show up at the same time?
I've witnessed too many miracles here, and I realize what's happening here is beyond my comprehension. Nonetheless, it's a pleasure to see you again. I'm certain you're the Emaons who once helped us. As promised, I've brought you a copy of the Divine Words. Please allow me to express my gratitude once again for your generosity back then. I understand that you Emaons have your own principles of conduct and you don't want your deeds to be publicized. But I promise you, even if the people of Japheth don't know what they've been saved from, I'll never forget your heroic deed. I'll never forget your noble character and selflessness. If you ever find yourself in trouble in the future, I'll assist you in any way I can. I, Sarvis, swear by my domain, Bellafontaine, the City of Blossoms. I, my family, and my descendants, we will always remember this oath. From now to eternity.
He's a pretty honorable man.
Bellefontaine. Sarvis. So, he is the first leader of Florentine. Sarvis Florentine.
I see. Our initial connection with Florentine was actually because of you. Sometimes I wonder where you've been all these years. You don't even know about the Florentine Bank, which basically controls half of the continent's economy?
Now's not the perfect time to explain everything about Florentine. Harry, show me the parchment that Sarvis just gave you.
What's the rush? Worried about losing it? I've already written it down anyway. Zero. You know what? I'm really grateful that you're the one who's been with me on this journey. And you too, the candid seer, sometimes to the point of being foolish. I'm glad I have you as my partners. That's why my plan went so smoothly. There were moments when I thought you might figure it out, but no. You just stayed at the edge of truth and refused to step forward. But why? Let me guess. Because you don't understand my motives, so you chose to turn a blind eye. How arrogant. Oh, Zero. Empty of everything. Void of emotions. Yet, in the end, you earned everything. See? You really don't understand the feelings of an underdog like me, do you? I am his granddaughter. I am the rightful heir to the library. But that day, he brought you back. And then you took everything away from me.
Are you done? Stop pretending to be a sad clown. That's not who you are. What do you really want?
So that's not the answer you expected. I thought the motive of an underdog and her resentment would be perfect.
Your taste is really going downhill.
I see. That explanation wasn't enough for you. So, how about this? I'm simply tired of it all. Maon, CAVE, and this never-ending library. I've wanted to destroy everything here for a long time. That's why I joined Nemesis. Yeah, you heard it right. I'm a spy for Nemesis. Oh, perfect timing. I'm sorry, but I'm not the type of arch-villain who dies from talking too much. But you two? You're the fools who actually sit there and listen to your enemy's meandering monologues. Zero. You've become dull. Next time, when you feel something is off, just slit your opponent's throat instead of waiting around. Forever.
Let's go.
Don't you dare run away. Face me. from now. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me!
Tell me, Emion, is everything you just said true? I believe you're aware that I've showered you with the utmost respect from an emperor. I believe you're also aware that the nonsense you just said is enough for me to order your tongue removed. I've conquered the South, reaching the edge of the world. A great achievement that should be engraved in your libraries. Yet you told me I'm far from seeing the entirety of the world.
Indeed, Your Majesty. You will certainly go down in history as a great emperor, Your Majesty. But with all due respect, this world has no edges, and you are far from owning it. You may perceive the world as a series of clay slabs, stretching from one end to the other, with mountains and seas interspersed in between. However, the world is a sphere, where the beginning meets the end. When one reaches the supposed edge of the world, they find themselves back where they started.
What an absurd statement. It's been quite some time since someone dared to be so audacious in my court. Nevertheless, I shall allow you to continue your discourse purely for the sake of entertainment. However, if your words bore me, it'll be more than just your tongue that I remove. You claim that the world is a sphere. Very well. Prove it to me.
Yes, Your Majesty. As an emperor who has conquered numerous lands, you must be aware that the North Star appears higher in the sky the further north one travels, and conversely, it appears lower in the southern regions. When observing a ship approaching from the horizon, one perceives the mast before the deck becomes visible. The world is indeed a sphere, and the curvature of the land and the sea occurs beyond the range of our vision. It is due to the vastness of the world that, while standing upon it, we mistake it for being flat. To humans, Obed may appear immense, but to the entire world, Obed is merely a small portion of the spherical whole. Just as ants may consider mounds as mountains and ponds as oceans, when they climb a tree, they perceive it as occupying a vast territory. I intend no disrespect, but when your army arrived at the Great Desert and believed they had conquered the entire southern realm, they were akin to those ants.
Why a sphere?
Because a sphere is the most perfect shape in existence. Natural forces strive to minimize the size of objects in all dimensions. A sphere possesses the smallest surface area for a given enclosed volume. It epitomizes perfection.
I don't quite understand the ramblings of your crazy mind, but I can grasp that you consider the sphere to be the most favored shape.
Indeed, Your Majesty.
If your claims hold true, then regardless of how far I traverse, I shall never surpass its boundaries and merely return to my starting point.
That is correct. It is true, Your Majesty, that the concept of an end does not truly exist upon this sphere, where you currently stand. I implore you to direct your attention there.
The sky.
Precisely, Your Majesty, the sky. Just as the earth beneath our feet is a sphere, so too are the moon and the sun, spheres of varying sizes.
If the stars in the sky are indeed, as you claim, spheres, and the ground beneath our feet is but an inconsequential fragment from one of these spheres, doesn't that mean that all the land I've conquered so far is but a speck of dust in a vast sea of sand?
It may be just a speck of dust, but it's a precious speck of dust, and our homeland. However, it's undeniable that it is, after all, just a speck of dust. Perhaps only by traversing this desert, which contains countless specks of dust, will you truly reach the end of the world. Are you frustrated by this revelation, Your Majesty?
It's a capital offense to try to speculate on the mind of an emperor.
Please, forgive my audacity. All I meant to express is that I have found solace in this realization.
Solace, you say?
Yes, I felt a sense of solace knowing that our thoughts, struggles, and everything we hold dear are insignificant compared to the world itself. Every day in this land, people kill or are killed, pillaged or are pillaged, for land, food, faith, and dogma. Yet, when I gaze upon the starry sky, all of their deeds fade away. It reminds us that our thoughts and actions can be influenced by our self-centered perspectives. It highlights the limitations of our vision and the shallowness of our ideas. The world does not revolve around us, not even the ground beneath our feet. Consider how an adult perceives a toddler's cries. The toddler cries because they have never seen the real world and are ignorant of real problems. However, with this revelation, you would understand that the difficulties and confusion you currently face are, in the grand scheme, similar to a toddler's cry. Look at the curtain of stars above you. It will make us reevaluate the value of all people to one another and the value of people to the world.
Well, that was quite a speech. You've asked if I'm frustrated, but it seems you're the one who is frustrated.
Indeed, Your Majesty. No matter how much I stretch, I can't reach the stars with my hands.
Come to think of it, it's a good reason you'd give. Such is your greatest insolence. You, a mere mortal, dare to speculate on the thoughts of the King of all kings. Do you think my silence was because of frustration? Ridiculous. How ridiculous. Do you understand what it means to tell the King of all kings that there are countless other worlds like ours? It means there are endless lands waiting to be conquered. Interesting. How interesting. If the barren desert in the south is the so-called end of the world, that would be truly disappointing. This world is so subtle and so vast, but as a scholar, all you do is revere it. This is where I'd say your mind is narrow. I'll conquer them. It's the highest form of homage I, as an emperor, can offer.
I am delighted that you are the ruler of this land, Your Majesty.
Emeon, I will be the one to conquer the distant stars. Emeons from the future, tell me. Did I conquer the distant stars? You truly are my favorite servant, Fahad. Arise, for I shall share my glory and dreams with you. One day we'll leave our footprints across the entire expanse of the sky.